It was a quiet village in rural Wales, the kind of place where everyone knows everyone, where doors are left unlocked and nothing ever really happens. But behind one of those doors, a deadly secret was brewing. A wife, her lover, a plan to kill an unsuspecting husband and make it look like suicide. This is the chilling true story of Michelle Mills and Garrett Barry, a tale of betrayal, obsession, and a murder plot that stunned an entire community. Christopher Mills was known as a kind man, hardworking, devoted, and proud of the life he had built with his wife. To the outside world, Christopher and Michelle seemed like the perfect couple. They had a comfortable home in Carmarthenshire and were respected in their quiet Welsh town. But appearances can be deceiving. Behind that calm exterior, Michelle was living a double life. She had fallen in love with another man, Garrett Barry. Their affair started innocently, with friendly chats and secret smiles. But soon the messages grew more frequent, more intimate, and more dangerous. As their relationship deepened, so did their desire to be together. And standing in their way was one man, Michelle's husband. At first, their conversations were about fantasy, about what if. But those daydreams turned into real plans. Investigators later uncovered hundreds of text messages between them, messages that went far beyond passion. They talked about how to get rid of Christopher. They discussed poisoning him. They even talked about faking a suicide. Michelle told Garant that once her husband was dead, they could finally be free, free to love each other and free to claim the life insurance money. Together, they drafted a plan and even a fake suicide note, carefully worded to make it seem like Christopher had taken his own life. Then came the night they decided to act. They lured Christopher to the family's caravan, a quiet place they often used for weekends away. Michelle played the part of the loving wife, while Geraint waited in the shadows. He was armed, ready. But something went wrong. Christopher survived. In the aftermath, Michelle's story began to unravel. Detectives noticed inconsistencies in her account, little details that didn't add up. And when they checked her phone, the evidence was undeniable. Those hundreds of text messages painted a horrifying picture, a cold, calculated plan to kill a man who had no idea what was coming. When police finally caught up with Garrett, they found him hiding, along with the fake suicide note that he and Michelle had written together. The case went to trial, and the courtroom listened in stunned silence as the prosecution read out their messages. Messages that turned from words of love into blueprints for murder. Neither Michelle nor Geraint showed real remorse. The jury didn't hesitate. Both were found guilty of conspiracy to murder. The judge called their actions a chilling betrayal of trust and a premeditated attempt to take a life for selfish gain. Now Michelle Mills and Garrett Barry faced decades behind bars. Their plan for freedom destroyed the very lives they claimed to want together. And Christopher Mills, the man they tried to erase, lives on, forever scarred by the knowledge that the person he loved most plotted his death. In the end, this story isn't just about murder. It's about the darkness that hides behind ordinary faces, and how love, twisted by greed and obsession, can turn into pure evil. Because sometimes the most dangerous place isn't a dark alley, it's your own home.